public comments.
Do you want me to
I
start?
don't know, you got anything?
I've got a list.
Okay, is it about anything that's on the
I
agenda?
don't know. I just been formulating a list since yesterday.
Okay.
It's really not that bad. I should probably just say it and get it off my mind.
Okay.
And maybe the whole meeting will go better.
Yeah.
And I won't be confrontational then.
Right.
So I have a couple things. First of all, yesterday, when I asked about the reserve fund warning for the fire department, and I said it was my recollection at the meeting that you guys were doing it as a reserve fund item, and Scott quickly answered that it had to be this way first, and and I understand all that, and it appears okay in the yellow section of the book, and that's the main thing, but the wording wasn't correct in the warning. It really should have
Yes,
said
you were right.
reserve fund.
Right.
So I just wanted to clarify that. And then when I asked, because I was so confused after all that rigmarole and Scott answering, blah, 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 I went back to the whole accrued PTO being that line item, and that being a reserve fund.
Yeah, you're
And so I
right.
went to Deb, and Steve happened to be standing there, and I said, so I'm trying to clarify the difference between these two, and Deb said, well, it must have appeared last year in the warning. I said, no, it was not in the warning last year to put that in as a reserve fund. So I'm just going forward, I'm just saying, I mean, it's all okay in the yellow section, which is the most important thing, but people really were not voting on what you intend.
So does it say reserve fund in the yellow book?
Yes.
In the yellow section, it
Okay,
does.
all right.
And
Yeah,
I know that's
I
the main
didn't
thing, but
see that at the
the
time.
voters were voting on the warning. So I just want to clarify that maybe there needs to be a little, I don't know how to clean that up, but
Well,
anyway.
we gotta look at the budget more carefully anyways.
I'm pointing that out. Okay, that's number one.
Reserve fund, yeah.
Number two, so that was it. Number two, when I stand up and ask a question, and I'm going to speak to Scott about this, I'm asking it of the board, and that includes you, Lisa, of course, I don't mean that. But I don't appreciate him attempting to answer or to blow me off and tell me that question isn't, I'm not the right spot to ask the question. Because to me, my issue with the boards and committees that are meeting in this room on a regular basis and not posting agendas ahead of time or minutes before or afterwards, approved or not. And I don't mean, like, I know the building committee, or not the building, the housing committee, they haven't met since December, but there's no even draft form minutes, you know? And Mike Cole said to me, we frankly haven't met. And I said, that's perfectly fine. I understand that as well. But I'm saying, like the planning commission, I mean, they have all these minutes up, but no agendas. And how do you go to a meeting if you don't even know what your agenda is? So I'm saying, I don't know, apparently it is under your auspices to address this, so I'm pleading with you to address it. And if that means to tell people, I mean, I'm not the mother here, mother hen here, but if that means to people, you don't get access, you don't get your date on the calendar because you haven't been following the rules, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, no, we'll have to mention to him, yeah.
I mean, I've been coming for a year, and I know I've mentioned this more than once, but it has gotten worse instead of better. And like the planning commission, I was shocked to see that they canceled their meetings for February, and then they put a new meeting up, and it's on a totally different night than, I thought they were on Tuesday nights.
They've been on Wednesday nights for a little while.
For a little while, like how long's a little while?
A couple of years?
No.
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 Absolutely
It's
not.
been at least a year.
Okay. Well, all right, well, let's just,
Anyway, okay, so I'm
I'll wait till you get done and
I have some
then.
positive things too. so.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's that. Okay, and the last thing is, I would just like, I spoke to Stacy yesterday. On February 19th, it was a Thursday night snowstorm, and you guys were out plowing and whatever. during vacation week, and some friends of ours' daughter were trying to get to the house they were renting on Todd Hill, and she ended up in a snowbank. The parents were there trying to help her, but Dusty came along, and he was so kind and so helpful, and I just wanted to...
You've talked to Grub. Because Grub called me about it too.
I know. I was texting with me at the same time.
And I talked to Dusty and I said,
But
this
anyway,
was, it was
but they were so appreciative of the help, so I just wanted to be sure, and I told her to tell Dusty.
I finally remembered to talk to him about it this morning, so you're welcome.
Well, I saw him at when
Yes.
he came to vote yesterday.
And I just wanted
I
to
said,
know
I'm not complaining about something this time. You didn't knock anybody's mailbox over this week or anything, so, yeah, so that's good. And he's, okay, thank you
I
very much.
just wanted you to know that I could say positive things too once in a while.
Okay. All right, we will talk about those in a few minutes.
I don't have anything bad about you yet, but you just got me.
Well, you wait a few minutes.
But that's all I had up front, but I hope
So-
that doesn't mean I can't ask questions throughout.
Oh, no, that's it, that's it.
Thank you. No, Stuart.
So anyways, that was public comments. Then I guess the discussion of town meeting under articles, that would be part of it because we had a little mistake there. But I think it was said reserve fund, so I think we're going to go with what we have. We already have the reserve fund in
Both of
the
them.
book.
Yes, they're both listed there.
So I think my feeling would be that is sort of what was said, but it may not have been what was written.
Right. I just think moving forward, I just wanted to...
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And we can't fund those, if I'm correct, till next year.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't quite understand, but lots of things I don't understand, but that's okay.
So just for the record, I did swear in Christy and Stacy into their new positions. Stacy is a 3-year member and Christy is the new 2-year member.
Okay.
Just so we have that on record.
All right. Was there anything else we had to discuss about the town meeting articles? Everything else passed, so I don't really think we have to discuss it anymore.
Nope, I didn't have anything. We sent out the, Lissa posted the election results last night. So those are
Thank you.
all up and public and
Yeah.
and complete.
So election of select board chair and vice chair.
I'd like to make a motion for you, Stuart, to be chair.
I'll second.
Motion was made. Any other nominations? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And I'd also
Vice
like...
chair.
I'd like to motion for Julie to be vice chair.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So approve board meeting dates and times. Currently, it's the first and third Wednesdays at 5:30. Is that still okay with everybody?
Yes.
Do we need to make that a motion?
I make a motion, we
Okay.
continue the select board meetings the first and third Wednesdays of the month at 5:30.
I'll second.
Motion, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You got just a few minutes, chief?
Yeah.
Okay. Committee of Record, Manchester Journal. That's really our only choice, isn't it? We don't have many choices.
Choice.
Okay.
I make a motion, we continue our media of record as the Manchester Journal.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Media areas of posting. Town office, Winhall website, direct email, transfer station, Winhall Market, Bonneville Post Office.
I make a motion that we approve the media areas of posting.
So we have to have 5, correct? Which we
Yes.
do have, we actually have 6 because, well, the email isn't a posting, but yeah. Okay.
I second.
Motion was made and seconded.
Say the motion again.
To approve the media areas of posting.
First question, sorry. So those areas of posting, is that just for your board, or is that supposed to be for all?
For any other meetings that are supposed to be posted, that would be their normal postings,
Okay.
correct?
All committees.
What-
So,
All committees
So then all committees...
should be posted at those locations
Right,
also.
so would all committees send that to you, like for the direct email, right?
Yes.
As far as the email goes, we're going to address this
Okay,
over here in a little bit. but-
oh, okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
that should be for any committee that is supposed to post for a meeting.
Okay.
Those would be the official media postings.
Including the direct email at this point.
Yep.
Right, and it would be the board, their secretary, whoever that's responsible for the posting. I do the posting here if they ask me to, like for the school and safety committee.
Right, but otherwise, people have to go to Melissa, right? Because Melissa, you do it, right?
I don't post around
To
town,
the
that is
website.
not my
To the direct
responsibility.
email, I mean.
But you send
If
the
they
email.
ask me to send an email, I will. Otherwise, I assume that they have a way to reach out to people unless they specifically ask me to send it out.
So they have to ask you.
It goes
okay.
on the website, for sure, absolutely. And then if they say, can you please send this out to your list, then I will.
Okay, that's what I.
Well,
Okay, so we
I
should-
think we can deal with that when we get back to the stuff we talked about before.
And you post the select board agendas around town?
No, they get posted at the beginning of the, after the organizational meeting, we get posting that says our meetings are going to be held on the first and third Wednesdays at 5:30, and that is good for the year.
Okay.
Because the date and time's not going to change. The agenda will change, but that doesn't have to be necessarily posted.
Oh, I guess I thought it had to be posted.
All right, well,
But we can
We'll
do
talk
that.
about that when we get
Yep.
to that area.
Yeah.
So did we get a motion to approve these postings?
Yes, with Stacy.
Motion was made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, appointments.
I would make a motion to keep everybody that's currently holding these
You have a list of them?
positions. They'll be in the front.
Elected and appointed.
Yeah,
So,
the only one, do we have confirmation that the two Wyndham Regional Commissioners will keep their positions? Have we checked with them, Melissa?
No, we haven't checked with them.
Okay, so that one we may want to hold off until we confirm that they want those positions.
I haven't heard any different from Cheryl, so.
and I see Eric on a regular basis, and he hasn't said anything about it. But
Okay, so we can appoint them, and then if something changes. Yeah, right, it's harder.
So do you want me to read them off?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so these aren't appointed, these are elected.
No, we want.
I think it's on the other page, isn't it on the
On
other
the front of
page?
the book.
It's on page C.
So those are
On the bottom.
elected. So those I don't have to read.
No.
But appointed. So Planning Commission, Tammy Blanchard, Cliff Damaris, Lucia Wing, Jeff Yates, Phil Fitzpatrick, Anna Giannotti, Cheyenne Puglisi, Peter Strife. Zoning Administrator, Lucia Wing, she's hired, so it's not really. Curator, Beth. Energy Coordinator, Michael Cole. Zoning Board of Adjustment, Doug Poulter, Julie Isaacs, Ann Philly, David Squires, and Dean Giannotti Sr. Wyndham Regional Commissioner, Eric Moses and Cheryl Carr-Mallet. Winhall Beautification, Julie Isaacs. Town Health Officer, I guess, is me. Forest Fire Warden, I guess, is me. Assistant Fire Wardens, Elton and Steve. Select Board, Trustee of Public Funds. Cemetery Commissioner, Elizabeth. Fence Viewers is Select Board. Pound Keeper, Pat Salo. Animal Control Officer, Pat Salo. Tree Warden, Stuart Coleman. Council on Aging is vacant. Town Service Officer, Beth. Recreation Committee Chair, Laura Giannotti, and Housing Committee Chair, Nancy Yates.
But that doesn't include, do we still have to have a communications union district representative, or is that all
We do
closed?
still, because I'm
We
still
do.
going to meetings. But if someone else wants to take it over,
What about Mountain Towns Recreation Committee?
we still do, we're still spending money, paying them money for the position. And we did find out recently that 53 of Winhall kids are going to those programs.
Okay, well, that's a better number than I thought it might be, or it's ever been going to anything in Londonderry.
Okay, can I get a motion first, and then we can discuss it?
So I will make a motion to reappoint all the current appointments for these positions that Stuart read for the upcoming year.
Just a second.
Second.
Okay, motion made and second. Okay, discussion.
Under zoning administrator, do you want to put alternate zoning administrator, Tammy?
Yeah, we did that, we did do that last year, in the last 6
Right,
months,
but
so
it's
we
not
should.
listed. I wondered if you wanted to list it.
Yes.
Is that, that's not,
You guys appointed her.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just suggesting,
No, I'm just confused.
Me too, because some of these things aren't here and vice versa,
The
so.
board has never approved at the organizational meeting, like the planning commission and the.
If they need a new member, they come to us and say, would you please appoint
Yes.
this person to the board?
Okay, so we're just specifically appointing the list that's here. Okay.
Yeah, and then if they want to add or delete someone, then they ask.
and that's what they did.
With
They
the
asked you
addition-
to add Tammy.
Oops, sorry, Teresa.
Sorry, Beth.
No, it's okay. With the addition of fence viewer to this list.
Right.
Well, here we have fence
Yes.
viewer select board.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
But if you want just one person. I don't
Did you
care.
want that
Oh,
one?
God, just put it in.
Great.
Just spell my name right. That's E. Stewart. Okay. I hope we don't have much fence viewing, but you never know. Okay, so with the correction of that, we had a motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, good. All right. Check. Boy, I'm just going right down. Okay, now, Chief.
You ready?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I just want to get some of these things out of the way.
I'll do it.
Then it really looked like we really did some business.
It's more than halfway done.
I know. Now we get into the tough ones.
Thanks for coming to the meeting yesterday.
Yeah, no problem.
So it's nice to see you out in public.
Thanks for having me.
Is this all one thing?
Yes.
Don't start to yawn.
Did you guys want a copy of this stuff?
You have extras on?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
You have extra for me.
There's one more coming around.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so another busy month. It's been, one of the busiest winters that I can remember since I've been here. Between weather and arrest and nonsense.
you've had quite a few DUIs, haven't you?
Yeah, we just picked up a few more, and then there's 2 more since February.
Really?
Yeah, so we had 2.
And then that bad accident isn't on this month. It happened actually
Yeah, so
March 1st.
Yeah, responded to a serious pedestrian car crash where the pedestrian did pass away. Driver impairment was not a factor in that, but we're still investigating the rest of it. We had a great response, first responders between fire department, police departments, not just Winhall, but Manchester was there to help us, and then 4 state troopers were there to help us, including one of the crash reconstruction guys that helped us with measurements and
So do they actually write the report for that?
they'll do a piece of it. Yeah. We'll do the
I assume
investigation.
that's quite a bit of paperwork.
We'll get they'll kind of lay out a scene for us, but yeah, and make any.
Yeah, have you heard anything about the confrontation we had with the
No,
driver?
no, I haven't heard anything. So.
Okay.
Was
No.
that at the corner of 1130?
No, this was up on the access road by Founder Hill and Cotamall Road. And, yeah, it was what, 5 after 12 or whatever?
Yeah, just after early Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, a great response, a lot of good work by a paramedic on scene and other rescue personnel, and our guys did great as well.
I got a call, the chief and paramedic that came in late, The problem is, you guys had already told me not to let any traffic through.
Yeah.
So I let the ambulance through, which we do because we can't send them around, but he was a little miffed, but I'll call him and tell him you guys had told me to shut it down and no other traffic through there, so.
Yeah, no.
But I'll call him.
Yeah, and what Stuart's talking about is we did have an irate motorist that couldn't get to his house the way he wanted to get to his house and didn't want to listen to.
I confronted him, and Elton confronted him, and the PD had to confront him, and he finally went on his way, but.
He was very special.
He was.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't care that we had a,
Man fighting for his life.
Yeah. But yeah, no, everything else good, busy, but plugging along. We did have one promising applicant. We talked a couple months ago about filling Greg's spot as he's going to retire in October, not knowing if we would get a pre-certified Vermont officer or if we would have to put them through the full training. We do have a pre-cert that is applied, and I'm in the process of scheduling an interview. I reached out to Stacy and Beth as the liaisons to sit in on an interview. But I mean, anybody is certainly welcome when we get it scheduled to sit in. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks we'll move forward with that.
So your new cruiser's all up and running?
Yep, Jake took care of that. We didn't have to send it out.
Okay.
Just to go back to the interview, so if more than two of us go, then we'll have to make sure we warn that meeting, just so
Well,
we're
it's
compliant.
not going to be a
Well, it
public
can't be,
meeting.
yeah.
Oh, so we don't have to.
You guys
We'll be
go.
okay?
And-
Okay.
and-
Okay.
But if we have two, if we have three or more,
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Then we won't go any further. Yeah.
and, yeah, you'll let them know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done
They gave
So the guy from the state highway contacted
I
you?
was going to review that email again before it came up, but
He did not
basically they're not
send it.
interested in a public forum. They don't want
Which I don't think it should be. This is
They
interagency.
don't want to come to a select board meeting to discuss it.
It's not really that.
They've also said that we can come to Dummerston and sit down with a couple of them and discuss it. They also said that they would be sending, They also said that they would be sending us information that we requested.
Right, which we did not.
We did not
Which we did
request.
not, to take over maintenance of Route 30. But that's not anything, nowhere did
We weren't trying to take over
Yeah.
maintenance. We were just trying to solve an immediate emergency situation.
Safety.
Yeah, it says AOT leadership will also be responding separately, which
They have not.
has not happened. And with that, they will give us the formal process for municipalities assuming maintenance of the state highway, which we never suggested that
We don't want to do
or
it.
asked for. And then criteria used to determine winter levels of service. We talked about that, the different colored highways and the attention that each one gets. And our concern was that during the winter, we spike. Obviously, when you're doing your winter maintenance with the traffic, particularly on weekends or holiday weeks, which makes this a dangerous corridor when it's not.
I thought the only thing we really asked them is when they did their study. Like, did they do it during April when we have zero traffic compared to a Friday night in the winter? And they didn't say
They have not answered that.
They have not answered that.
Yeah. But anyway, they've invited me for an in-person meeting to discuss it further. I don't know. I can certainly do that. I would like at least the fire chief, road foreman, select board member to be in attendance. I think Stuart probably has the best handle on all of it.
And he was there.
Or the fire department.
And I'm the one who
Yeah.
created the problem that day because I okayed it to be done.
So if you'd like, I can certainly set that up and we can swing down to Dummerston and see what happens, but I don't.
It seems a little excessive for what it was, like it's making a man out of a
I thought
dog.
they were going to call us and say, thank you for taking care of it. But no, that wasn't what they had in mind.
Yeah.
Go
I mean, I
ahead.
think we've had that. Go ahead.
Just-
Well, we've had multiple issues with this in the past, and this is the first time we've had a snafu. I mean, any of the guys will tell you that as soon as rescue call goes out, or fire, or an accident or something like that, whoever's closest goes to that spot. And this is something that has gone on for years. This is the first time that we've had issues.
That we've been reprimanded.
Then we've been reprimanded. I mean, I can remember I spent half a load of salt on Manchester Mountain one night because the trucks couldn't get there, so I went down and I did it, so, because the cruisers were starting, it was a mess. But it was as simple as a call the next day down to the Dorset garage, hey, do you mind if I come down with some salt? Absolutely, you saved my bacon, thank you. You know, but this is, it just, I mean,
I guess this is an unusual.
It is.
For this supervisor.
It
So
is.
anyways, let's talk it over later. We'll decide, I mean, we're almost through winter, hopefully. Let's wait and see, and, I mean, there's no point in rushing into it now, the winter's almost over. We tried to do it 2-3 months ago, and he didn't respond back to us, so I would say we wait and see, and eventually we might go down and see him, because I think he made the statement that only the state police can shut the road down, which is gonna be difficult in this town, because state troopers don't usually show up here.
I think fire chief or V-Trans.
Oh, I don't think that, I don't even think they gave.
I'd have to look at the statute.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, if there's an emergency.
Obviously.
The road needs to get shut down.
If the road is impassable
for
because of
later.
accidents, whatever, we can't let cars keep piling up and,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Yeah.
I would say we wait and see, we'll talk about it and see if he really
Yeah.
wants to get
I think
together.
we're going to solve any problems between now and the end of winter. So.
No. Okay,
But,
so that cruiser you're done with,
yes.
okay? And if we'll get the title for you.
Okay, I'll need all the, whatever we have on it.
I think that has it in the book.
I think so. I didn't look for it, but I think when we went through the book, I'm pretty sure it was in there.
So we'll be,
Yeah, just let me know if you need.
so the fire department's gonna take that vehicle over with everybody's busing. We've decided that we go to enough calls where we're just doing traffic control. Instead of putting a $700,000 fire truck out there, we'll put those out there, and if they get smashed up, we haven't lost much.
And we're really not gonna get any money for selling it
The highest
outright.
trade I've been offered is $4,500.
Yeah.
They're worth a lot more. I mean,
They're worth more than that
you'll
to
get more
us.
use
They're
out
worth
of
more than that to
than
us.
$4,500.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that'll still be the town's, but I assume you gotta change the plates and make it a red plate.
But I'll have to re-register it because it's registered differently.
Yeah, through DMV, we're able to get green plates for it, for the police department. Yeah.
Undercover.
Yeah. And cutting you out.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause you-
Gigantic antennas.
Yeah. Just takes you a little long. You get a little closer before you figure out it's a cruiser. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys got any other questions for Chief?
No, thank you for always doing a good job.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Get a cookie on your way past the office.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay, police department report, we're all the way down to there. Do we have anything for you tonight? Joe, we were gonna talk about the
Ram.
1-ton purchase. So, we had talked about a 100-mile radius. I don't think we need to go that far, because we're not gonna wanna go 100 miles if someone got the bid to get service on it. I mean, you can go to any dealer, but you get better service if they sold it to you.
Correct.
I think we can pull our horns in considerably on that. I think 50 is plenty. I would like it to include hopefully Claremont area and Bennington and Rutland and Brattleboro, and might even include Greenfield at 50 miles.
Well, that's where we got the Ram from, was Greenfield.
That's right, yeah.
Because
Everett Browns.
White River would be in the 50-mile radius, right?
Well, so here's my concern. I mean, we reach out to these guys, and it's going to come down to hundreds of dollars in between the vehicles at that point. It could possibly, so.
Because they all buy it from the same place.
Right.
They got the same option package.
And most of them, I don't know how many have the state bid or anything like that right now.
Who has the state bid?
There's 4, I think, in the state. I sent you the list.
Certainly do.
So I mean, basically you have most of the dealerships are Brattleboro, Rutland, and Bennington, which are all within earshot of us. My suggestion was just see who bites on this before we go soliciting, I think. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, and I agree with Stuart that once you could buy it from Maine, and any Ford dealership or Chevy dealership will have to service it, but they do treat you better
They don't treat you as good.
if you buy it from them.
And like you said, I mean, it's the same piece of equipment. It's they're buying it unless they happen to have one sitting on a rack that they want to get rid of.
And it's nothing custom about it. I mean, it's not like one of the bigger trucks. It's more of a basic generic vehicle that most of them do have on the lot or can do a lot trade. The hardest part is putting the bed and the plow, the sander on it, which even those are pretty simple. Because like the last time when we did the Dodge, for those who weren't on the board, we got the Dodge from Greenfield Brown Motors, but the cheaper bid for the equipment was out, I believe, up in St. Johnsbury or something up that way.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but it was like for another $500, we could get it at Vassar's, which is a mile from the dealership. So,
And they took care of it all for us.
and they took care of it.
Yeah, they drove it over there.
So the truck wasn't going from one end of the state, so there's also that too. I do know most of your dealerships do have ties with your outfitting companies and stuff, so I agree 100's a lot. You know, it's a good idea to go through the list and when we're
So-
validating.
Have you folks read this on our?
I've read it and I plugged it into ChatGPT and did a search, and then I kept revising the search or refining it. After I spoke with you, I asked, why didn't you include Claremont Ford? And it came back with a response and then included it. So, I mean, I have a list of 20 and it includes a lot of the places you guys are talking about. It also has, the farthest one I think is Regional Fleet Dealer Auto Fair Ford in Manchester, New Hampshire, which I think is
that's
just
too
too
far.
far. But it's got the Claremont, it has Lebanon Ford over, in that area. It's got Saratoga. Anyway, there's 20, and I thought, well, maybe if you look at the 20 and say, well, take, these 8, 9, whatever.
I mean,
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Alyssa and Trevor, trim it down, pick 10 or 15 and send it to them. Okay, that's a more realistic one than 100 miles away.
I mean, we could almost do that now. I mean, we could just
Well,
we could go buy a town, because like I said, it's not partial Ford, Chevy, or Dodge. It's the best bang for your
Right.
buck.
But-
if it came to a preference, it would be a Ford.
Well, hopefully they come in that
Correct.
reality. I mean,
Correct.
And we can accept or reject any or all bids, I believe. Is that
And I guess
on here, Alyssa?
Yes, it should be at the bottom,
I guess my suggestion
Cost will not be the
is-
sole determining factor, blah, blah, blah. We reject, okay. I just, so it's not that we're locked into the low man.
Correct.
But we want to be
Cost effective.
cost effective.
Lisa, will you include us in the list who you're mailing it out to, just so we're aware of where it went, please?
Yes. I think we probably will have, to stay competitive, we will have to send it to every one of those 4 or 5 types of dealers
Oh, yeah.
in each of the main cities that we're.
Yeah.
So we can't just
No, no.
randomly.
No,
because then it's
but
not.
we can narrow it down to a much smaller circle.
Well,
We don't need to go 100 miles.
Right, and that's kind of my suggestion before we go for it. We'll just pick Claremont, Brattleboro, Rutland, and Bennington.
Yeah.
And because they all have all the dealerships that we're
Yeah.
looking for.
Okay.
I believe. Is
So
what
you guys, can you guys work together?
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's the simple.
Alex, you had something?
Yeah, I know when we had, I think it was the draft, it did mention the XLT package. Was that clarified on that now so that it's, okay. So that, because I know like Chevy and Dodge don't have.
Well, it's hard. Without saying ultra, you just basically want the basic necessities, the power windows.
We don't need leather seats and.
Right,
and
and I think it even says vinyl floors in it.
It does.
So it's a
If so, it just states work truck.
keeps you out of keeps you out of hand crank.
XLT package or equivalent, I guess.
Yeah.
Would be,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and then the forest green color, we did put optional since the last discussion now.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, the colors,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
they don't all get along anymore.
I heard we could get a pink one. Very
Go
reasonable.
for it.
Will that list obviously include, I don't know if Langway carries such a vehicle or could?
I would suggest them just because
Yeah, okay.
they're close and
They're
they are Chevy.
They're on
I
the
mean,
chat list.
They are, okay, perfect.
you know, I mean,
Okay, so Have you guys have all seen the list, and we revise it, we'll pull it back in.
Can we just go over the towns again? I'm sorry, Rutland, Bennington, Claremont, and,
Brattleboro.
Would be my suggestion, because those are all within your
okay, so
shot.
not Keene, not River Junction.
Because you're
I just asking,
an
I just
hour.
making
What
notes.
about
that-
Greenfield?
It's kind of the same as what we're now, and we can. I mean, it's.
I think we
If
should
you want to
start
add a couple
with,
more to it, but just don't, pull it back in from 100 miles. You guys work it out, as long as you cover that basic area.
I mean, unless you see huge differences in price, I can't
Well, the problem
imagine.
is, we won't see it till they bid on it.
Right, but like, once the bid, if something seems really out of whack, then we can revisit, but I don't expect we will.
I don't think you're going to see big swings.
I think they're all gonna be within a
Earshot.
$1,500, $2,000.
Yeah, and I do.
Because same basic,
It's all the same basic stuff.
depends on how hungry they are. Okay, so if everybody's read this and agree to making those slight changes, can I get a motion for this? Yeah, you'll rewrite it to fit what we've done.
I just added in or equivalent in that XLT package. The rest of it is not even in the.
We didn't have it written in for 100
Written in,
miles.
Right, it's
Yeah.
not in the RFP.
Yeah, okay.
I make a motion to accept the RFP with the changes that Liz is making.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any other discussion?
So this has to come before another meeting before it can go out?
Nope.
Okay,
We're-
so
you know,
it can be live
If
tonight?
if
and then we
you,
get the-
if you stop talking, it'll go live in just a minute.
Okay.
As soon as Lissa has
It's
made
going
a
live
change.
in 2 minutes.
Okay, well, all right. So we have a motion made and seconded. Is there any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Deal with it.
Perfect.
Okay?
So I'll just
All
keep
right.
going. I'll
Thank you.
do it part and
So
I'll send you along.
I think that gets that.
Send me some babble, okay.
And then, now, Lissa, you had under request for proposals, cleaning, highway truck. What's this, insurance requirements?
Oh, it's about the cleaning RFP, because we had the conversation about whether or not they needed to have workers'
Okay, all
comp.
right, I
And
just,
Scott isn't here, unfortunately.
I understand now. I just, it was in the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it's most specifically, it came up in the cleaning contract, and our
And-
insurance company said that you need to require that they have insurance, or you're gonna foot the bill for the cost.
Unless we get them to fill out that.
Compensation payroll audit,
Right.
which is from VLCT.
I have never had anybody want to fill one out, and Scott thought that maybe Dennis Roy had at some point, but we cannot find any record of that anywhere.
Well,
So-
at least it appears there's an avenue if they don't have workman's comp. And I mean, it's basically a individual contractor. It's not a big contract, a big company.
They're an LLC, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah, I assume that's an LLC. But that basically open, because it's so hard to find anybody to come in and bid on any of them. I mean, and if, quite often, we can get the job done by somebody local if we didn't have that requirement. So,
It also might be good just to separate, instead of having one person doing all the different buildings with this one's every other Wednesday, this one's, once a month, this one's, if you come in the afternoon.
okay, I was talking about insurance first. I
Okay,
haven't-
sorry.
I'm sorry, but that would be a requirement if someone has a company and they have workman's comp. But if we got like a contractor who is going to replace a set of stairs, and I mean, not a big project like this, but if they're going to fix a little roof problem or whatever, instead of having to get a big company, which we have a hard time getting, because I don't know why people don't want to work for the town. We don't usually squabble over price too much. We just want the job done.
So I actually talked to Scott and Debbie about this over the last couple of weeks. Years ago, we had Nancy Oakes, and then we had Barbara Ferguson that were employed. They were full-time. Possibly we should look at hiring someone part-time to be our janitor cleaner and go to all these buildings. instead of putting it out for an RFP. Because talking to Debbie, it actually would be cheaper to have someone do it that way. Right now, the current bill, it's the same bill with the same listing, so you can't tell if they've been to the fire department this week, the library, the community center, how many times here. There's nothing broken apart per hour on their bill. I think it's $685, $695, $675 now.
Seven.
It's down to $675 now that they are not cleaning the police department. So, and they
Right.
charge $50 per hour per person, and they usually send a team of 2.
Right, so they don't, and I know like here, they really haven't been cleaning here because we've been under construction, but we've still been paying them. So that was my only concern, is that it might be cheaper to have someone in-house that, make sure that the doors are wiped out, like it's a continuous project.
This goes till, we're under contract till July 1st of 26, correct?
End of June,
Yeah.
we would start a
Right,
July 1st contract.
But
most likely.
so we could think about this and do a little research in the next couple meetings and not make a decision on it tonight. I mean, we would have to send it out before then, but this is renewable at that point, but it isn't a guarantee at this point, correct?
The contract, she will be at the end of the second year, so this will definitely be something that would normally get bid out for a new contract to start July 1, not an auto renew. Because usually we have a 1-year contract with an auto renew 1 year. So she's coming to the end of that.
So we can do a little research and think it over
And I would like
visit it.
Scott to be here to
Yeah,
give his
absolutely,
input, just
absolutely.
because he oversees that.
And then see, I mean, maybe the hardest part is find somebody to work.
So then, if the previous, because I didn't work for the town, when Nancy and the other person,
Yeah, Barbara.
if they were here full-time, and were they doing stuff other than cleaning?
Yeah, so all the building supervising maintenance that Scott gets the
Like what Scott does.
$28,000 for, so that was part of their job as well. And there was also the school cleaning at that point,
Right.
which we no longer do that, and that was an everyday.
The water testing at school.
Right, and we don't do any of
So that's why
that.
it would be a part-time job.
Right, and I think they definitely, I mean, 'cause most of us clean. Most of our buildings are very tidy. It's not like you're scrubbing a house where it's been Airbnb. Probably in the winter, the entry floors would be the worst at all the buildings. But like the garage, the town garage, I think they only do the bathroom, and I think that's it, right?
House, we really don't need a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like they might do the break room, but not every time or
Okay.
something.
Right.
I don't know,
So-
I remember, but.
Is it okay if we table that
I would prefer.
for, I don't know about the next meeting, but maybe that'll,
Was Scott at the next meeting?
Yes.
So we could have
we
a
could discuss
discussion.
it some then. Is that okay
Yeah.
with everybody?
Yeah.
All right, I don't need a motion for that, I don't think. Okay, so yeah, that kind of takes care of that.
Yep.
So,
Can I just say something?
Sure.
While you're on contracts.
yeah,
Because I know it's going to come up at some point, but I don't want you to lose sight of the beautification committee contract for the flowers. Because last year it was really, I don't know what happened.
it wasn't,
But.
it was set, it wasn't, we weren't on top of it.
It was said that.
Okay, I can look into that.
But I just wanted to bring it up while you were talking contracts. I know we're far away from planting flowers, but
Well-
I know you want to have a monthly wait.
Well,
No, it's-
we
you're
had,
right.
Teresa, we had talked about doing perennials in some of the
Yes.
beds where the signs are, so it's
Yes.
less cost over time for us.
Absolutely.
And they could be something, simple, like a couple tall things and a couple hostas, and boom, it's done, and then they just,
Jesus, don't plant hosta.
I know.
My mother used to plant hosta.
That was a thing for mothers then.
And I have some some family headstones in Greenfield that I have, the only way I can find it is to look for a bed of hosta that is the size of this thing here.
She definitely liked her house.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to get that out.
No, it's good point. Well,
I'll reach out to Tammy.
Alex,
Oh, so that was what I was gonna ask, is who's it going to? Are we going with Homestead or is it going?
well, I think, can you get us a copy of that contract for the
Does
next
it have to
meeting?
go out?
For the current
for an
year?
RFP?
The
Well,
current one we're in right now?
well, yeah, but does it go by calendar date or does it go from,
No, it's season,
Seasons, yeah.
because we don't,
if you could bring one up for our next meeting?
Why do you
please.
do it that way? Why don't you do it for a whole
I don't know.
calendar year?
because we don't do seasonal color for the whole calendar year.
We do white in the winter.
Yes.
Different contract.
So you don't want them to do anything, like you don't want them to put mums in the fall, is that what you're saying?
They haven't been.
Yes, yeah, that's fine.
So we have done it in the past, but, I'll reach out because I think
Because I thought they used to do the bridge
they did.
at Christmas time, winter, with ferns and,
Maybe.
Julie,
I think so.
Could be.
would you also ask Tammy if we could get our annuals, the ones that are here, hanging in the buckets and on the bridge before July? Because we're really only getting such a short
Yeah,
window.
no, that happened.
Well, let's see when the contract goes to.
And so is this gonna go out as an RFP or not? Or is it
Well,
just going to Homestead?
I'd like to see what the contract is, because I don't remember. But if you could bring that up for the next meeting, then we can try to talk about it when Scott's in.
I'm just in email Tammy right now.
All right. Short-term rentals. Got anything you want to talk about? Did your report from yesterday cover?
Yes and no. So definitely there was an overview yesterday. Today I was on the phone because I'm getting more data from GovOS and printing reports, and so we have.
Well, that's a company we're leaving.
That's all we're leaving, yeah.
then we're going
And the
to-
only way that I can get the anything septic without asking everybody who's got a license to do it over is if I go through each one and I download it myself, so.
Oh, boy.
Which I'm, anyway, we have 106 licensed properties. We have 49 that are pending, that are sort of in process. One of the things that I've realized too in this changeover process is that I think that the licensing, the annual period needs to begin when they do the application, because sometimes it takes people a month to get the correct paperwork.
Well,
And you know what I mean?
it's not,
So
I
then-
mean,
so
they
then they're
may
getting
have
an
owned the
extra
house
month,
for 25 or 30 years and never had to
They
pay.
never had, right, so, bless you.
Or they bought the house and didn't have those permits.
Well, there's all just kinds of stuff, but I have,
So you're talking about a rolling,
well,
thing.
I want to have an annual renewal, but.
But you kinda gotta get them in the system
You gotta
first,
get, yeah, I
and
gotta
then
get
we'll
them in
have
the
to
system,
adjust.
and then, yep, so I have to also manually do some work with the dates to have it account for when applications came in versus when somebody got a final approval,
So-
if they took a long time.
is the renewals going to be, it's not going to cost as much for a renewal once they get in the system?
Once the first time is always going to be the same, the renewal is going to be half what the first time was.
Okay, so it becomes a little more, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
a
not,
little more, yeah, palatable.
right.
And then I'm working with the attorney for the town who's going to review the ordinance, because we're updating the ordinance, and I've given her a bunch of information, and we're supposed to speak on Friday at 10, so hopefully we'll start to make some more progress with that.
So recommendations, I'm sorry, some recommendations about changes that we
Changes that
should
would be,
make
yeah,
to
that we
make
should
it
make,
more
yeah. And one of the really tough
comprehensive.
ones, which I, have mixed feelings about, but I understand, people say, oh, well, I haven't done more than 14 nights, but then in the system, it's showing more than 14 nights, and it's in both, not necessarily the old platform, but the new platform, the way it shows things differently. And so when you have somebody who's saying, no, I didn't, but there's 17 or 18 nights, like, it's very tough. So there is an argument that says, you know what, you're a short-term rental unless you're over a 30-night rental period. you still don't have to pay tax.
If you rent it out by the month.
If you rent it out, but
then it doesn't qualify.
then it doesn't qualify for the short-term rental license. But if you're renting it out for anything less than a month, you got to do the short-term rental license, because there are just so many that where that's that line that they're trying to draw.
Trying to play both sides of the fence.
Yeah, and it's, and it's too bad, because I think there are some people who really are, they want to get 1 week or whatever. So maybe it's a 7 night, I don't know. But so I'm wrestling with some of those kinds of details, and
All right, so you'll advise us when you get closer to
yep.
changes that we have to make, and that's a 60-day warning
60 day.
period.
Go to the board a couple of times, and then it'll go.
We got to
with the
read
board.
it
Yeah.
and publish it, and then we wait 60 days for feedback, and then we can.
And then there's an appeal process.
Yeah. So the other thing, though, just one more thing to this end, is a place like Piper Ridge really needs a 911 address, because when I'm trying to track down certain buildings, I don't have any way of, they don't have B15. Like, I can't.
I can speak to some of that, because we have a huge problem.
The fire department doing.
Yeah, no,
It's a huge
I know,
problem,
but I think that it should
and
be,
I-
we need to address it.
I've mentioned to Scott, and Scott said nothing we can do about it. I said but I think we have to talk to the state, because that's done through the state. And I think we have to, because we also have a problem in Intervale.
Intervale, same thing.
Intervale, same thing.
Yep.
They tell us number 13. So you would think that would be unit 13, but that's building 13, which may be number 55.
Right.
Or whatever, because there's 3 or 4 units in each building.
Yep.
So we almost have to wait and look for smoke.
So I'm right, exactly. So I'm finding advertisements, and I'm locating them with, assistants, and the Access GIS, and they're in, I can find them, but the address is coming up as an example, 29 Piper Ridge, and that's their main association. So I finally said to the gentleman who's very nice, who runs Piper Ridge, I said, I'm gonna send you the email with the ad, and it's up to you to forward it to that person if you can't give me email addresses, but because I don't have any other way of figuring out who it is. So anyway, 911 addresses.
How would we handle a place like Birch Hill, which is there's only 2 co-ops in the state, and that is one of them.
Really? There's only 2 in the state?
Yeah, so they're very secretive about, when we were trying to originally do 911, they didn't want to give us a list so we could connect their name to the phone number for the address of like Red Maple 2.
Right.
I'm sure they're doing short-term rentals in there too. So that we may have to just hit them. I think it's still listed under Hubie Inc. Something. So if you just send me a quick reminder, I'll make sure I get that information out to you, just so we can send Birch Hill something, because that's 96 units in there, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
I think it's 96.
13 times 8.
No, isn't it 9 units per?
No, 8.
Oh, it's 8.
But I think, now then, let's see, are the ones behind Stratton Mountain Inn?
Those aren't ours.
They're in
no.
Stratton?
Yeah.
Okay. God, there's either 11 or 13. Whatever. So, yeah, there's a bunch of them. I can't remember now.
I think it was 96 when we went out for tax
Okay, well, it
appeal.
could be. That would be 12.
Yeah.
But it's going, it's a slow process, but
You're gaining.
I'm gaining on it. It's, it's the,
Okay, so
Yep.
you'll have to advise us what you want to do for updates.
911 addresses.
Lisa, would you just let Scott know that we will be talking about that issue when he comes next week, so he's prepared?
E911 addresses?
Yeah, for the
Agenda.
Piper Ridge, Intervale, and Birch Hill, and what our
And
options
I'll
are.
try to mention to him too, so we can discuss some of that. Okay, Public Safety Facility Committee. I believe we're scheduled to meet on 17th. But the problem is the room is busy, and if we're going to have the engineer logging in with drawings, we won't have the I'm going to reach out to Andre and see if we can change the meeting so we can get it on another night, because that's going to be vital to see that stuff, then to
No
settle.
second Tuesday. Jeff can't do second Tuesday, remember?
Okay,
He has another commitment.
okay.
But the other thing that's happening that night, which would be good to change that date, is I sent you guys the Act 181, and that's the Zoom meeting for that night at 6 o'clock.
Is that new Act 250 thing?
Yes, and I think it's really important we stay on top of that, otherwise our townspeople are really going to suffer if we don't fight for them on that.
Okay. So, access right-of-way permits?
I do not have any.
Okay.
What is the date for that? Sorry.
It's the 17th at 6 PM. It's a Zoom
Oh,
meeting.
it's same night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to reach out and see if we can get that changed. Liquor licenses,
None.
you got anything?
Oh, I have a printed report I could send
Okay,
out.
thank you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Do we have bills tonight?
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
Can I ask another question
sure.
about the town report? And I don't know, maybe this is Elizabeth's question. So the school board had a handout, I guess a limited handout yesterday,
I
that,
mean the yellow book?
yeah, which there wasn't enough to go around.
there
I guess,
weren't?
because
Oh, I saw a whole case
people
of them.
didn't see them.
There's a whole box of them by the door.
What's that?
There's a whole box of them. by the door.
Right, but nobody knew they were there.
Oh, sorry. No,
Saying,
not my
yeah.
bad.
So I just want to know, was that part of the cost that you incurred?
No.
I didn't make the yellow book.
So you didn't, so that's an additional cost that must be.
School board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the report always used to be in the town report, so that's why I'm asking the question.
It is in the town book. Whatever they sent me, I don't know how long
But you don't know if that book is the same.
I don't know if it's the same
Did you
thing.
get the book?
I didn't get it. I didn't get the book.
So you have extras?
We have a bunch
Yeah.
of downstairs.
I mean, somebody should kind of compare the two, right? Yeah.
They always, from what I recall, they're always pinched for time to get it by print deadline, and that's why they do their own.
Oh,
So I don't know if they're,
okay.
What we print in our town report for them is a courtesy. It's not required. We do it as a courtesy.
So there's a report that you sent around that requires some fees from us for from the state, some agency that to do with wastewater or something. Wasn't there something you sent around in an email a week or two ago? And it was some,
Was it about
I
something?
don't know.
The wastewater, I remember.
The wastewater.
It
That
was,
was for the highway, wasn't it?
was it?
The stormwater permit for the
Yeah.
highway?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah, that's all
That's
taken care of.
wastewater.
Yep.
But
It's
what
not
is-
wastewater, stormwater?
Stormwater. So that's where they want us to build,
For the runoff.
to run off of all the town roads.
No, that one is different. That's municipal roads general permit, which I actually just finished as well. That's in my report. That one, the state charges us like $1,300 to just exist, and then we have
Oh,
to
isn't that
comply with
nice?
their rules and regulations. That's why so many of our projects have to go through so many levels of permitting to comply with their levels of
So that's
permits.
from the state highway? Or just the state?
I think it's actually Agency of Natural Resources, I
Okay,
believe.
yeah, I figured.
Because
It's
it
the
has to do with
stormwater.
water.
Yeah.
This is municipal roads general permit.
Okay.
And they're gonna start looking at all 3-acre runoff areas. Like, they haven't gotten to this side of the state. They're working over, like the Rutland Fair right now is dealing with stormwater. So they're gonna lose like half of their fairgrounds because they need to have a stormwater pond.
All right, so should we ask Alyssa to send a letter to the other agencies that have meetings about having an agenda posted and send you a copy to put on the website ahead of their meeting, and then to do their minutes and send them to you to be posted on the website.
Just as a reminder to the committee?
Well, because
Yes.
we seem to have some...
And the draft minutes,
Cookies?
the draft minutes.
I don't know, bring them all over here.
Need to be up in 5 days, and if you could just email it out to our list automatically, just so nobody forgets to ask, that way we've covered all of our bases.
Basically a reminder to say, hey, we have to, according to the open meeting law, if you're having a meeting for an agency that is related to the town of Winhall, then you have to
Comply by these.
abide by these regulations, and please.
Do you agree with that, Alyssa? I mean, you've been here longer than all of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Don't you think that that's what should happen? That these committees should be doing?
Oh, they're supposed to.
Oh, yeah, they're supposed to comply with the open meeting law.
Right.
Absolutely.
And we're just sending a reminder,
Yeah.
say, please,
And if we send out the email to the people that are on the requested email list who want to be notified of town business, then we've covered that email list too automatically.
Thank you for addressing that.
no problem. No, it's...
Well, it's got holes. The website's got holes, and it's not Liz's
And it's-
fault,
it's
she
just
doesn't
that-
have it.
Well, if the committees don't give you information, you can't post
I
it.
can't post it, exactly.
Right.
So,
Is the emails that you want to go out, you want me to remind committees directly and then also send it to all 200 people on my email list?
Well, no, when you get what I would like to see is when you get an agenda for a board, that you forward that on to the big email
Got it.
list.
Okay.
but this reminder is to the boards and all of their board, and say, one of the requirements is if you're going to have a meeting, that you have a warning and some basic agenda. I mean, I assume it doesn't have to be not as nice as the agenda you prepare, but it has to be something. And then you have to submit minutes within a 5 day
Within 5
period.
days,
The
yeah.
draft.
And please do it so that we're in compliance. And just a reminder. Life is full for everybody, but if you're going to do it, thank you.
The one thing that's not on the agenda that we should have added, Christie just mentioned it, is approval of the minutes.
Wait.
I didn't see it. I don't-
It's way at the bottom.
Yeah, review, bills.
Oh, yep, okay.
No, you guys, you just
no, it's
didn't
okay.
read.
Didn't read.
Can I,
Usually up at the top.
you put the reserve balances onto the website. I had made a note yesterday to add it to the minutes. Are we just assuming that adding it to the website is gonna be enough?
I think we should.
I don't care,
I think we should add it once a month. I don't see any point in doing it every week.
Right.
When Debbie brings us a new list, we can post it. I assume
Oh,
that.
sorry.
Because
Did I-
it's gonna change
of course,
constantly.
yeah.
And there's no point in, and I mean, because it may change from this week to this month. It's good, the difference, but we don't have to post it every
Why do we, to me, it seems like once a quarter, twice a year.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, like-
But I don't think it
Once
needs
a
to
month
be,
is not
I
necessary.
don't think it needs to be on.
My
the-
initial question was, are we gonna call that how that's going to be displayed to the public?
Okay,
That's my initial
that's that
question.
discussion we're doing right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
just to say, is that enough? Is that going to appease the questions from yesterday?
Well, I think
I mean, that's
once
fine with me, I
a
just
month, once
want
a
to
month
bring
when
it up.
Debbie brings in the thing, or once
I
every 2
think
months,
twice
whatever.
a year, because it's like, then
is
people
moving.
can see, like, the big
change.
movement.
Yeah.
Like, and can have,
What do you guys say?
Well, the other thing we could do is when Debbie gives us that, we can add it as an exhibit on our minutes.
Right.
Sorry, Alex, I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
That's okay. I was actually going to say the same thing, and then that way it's not an extra post
Right.
that you have to update all the time on the website.
So
Go to the minutes.
So how often do we talk to you?
So I think that, I agree with Julie about the website, but I think that if we are handed that piece of paper from Deb, then it can just be added to the minutes so that if,
So every month? Because
I would think
she
so.
usually brings us one every month.
Right, so, but, and then keep the website, you know, to a limit, as you said, but I feel like that's a step that we can, or something we can skip and not have that complaint next year.
And if somebody wants it, I mean, if Bob came to us and wants it today,
Right.
then we can produce it, or Debbie can produce it for her.
I
Yeah.
just, I want to make sure that we can skip over things. There's always going to be a complaint, don't get me wrong.
Just a second.
This isn't a complaint. but I would
Just a second. Alex had his hand up first.
I guess if we have it in the minutes every month, I don't think there's a reason that we also need to post it separately on the website, because it would already be on the website under the minutes.
And I also don't, I mean, it has been great that she has provided that to us, but it's not a requirement, so I think when she gives it to us, throw it in the minutes. But I'm not expecting, like, she may be gone
I
one
don't
month.
think we need it every meeting.
Yeah.
Teresa?
I think-
I'm just going to say, more frequently, like you're talking, versus maybe just twice a year. Twice a year, that's a long gap, and you have a huge expense come out of there. It's kind of like a red flag to somebody say, wow, where did all that go out of that line item all of a sudden? You know, there's no gradual build up to it. So I think, you know, just a little bit more frequently.
I'm going to show you what her report looks like, if you would like, because it is transparent, so it shows in the months where things come out. And so, like, because it's going to go down 1.3 million, not too long from
And
now.
also when we get into road construction.
Yes, $500,000, right.
changes. So once a month wouldn't be a terribly big thing if she
It's more
presents us.
palatable.
Right. I actually talked with her today about how she can make it in a format that's easy to read, that I could just easily post on, so I now have a sub-page and then can just upload when she gives them to me. So it's actually updated as of today, so I've updated it already once.
Yeah.
So,
Because we have some extra language in there, she said, right? Yeah.
So do we want to make a motion for that so that it's official?
No, because it's hers, right?
Yeah,
Like,
she does
we
it.
can't require an elected official to do it, we're just,
But if she submits it to us, then we can post it.
Right, we can add it to the
But if
minutes.
we want to say we would like to do it, if we get a report once a month, then we would like to can you take one down, put another up, or is it just going
yeah,
to be a
I can do
constant?
that.
Okay.
I can take one down.
So is that,
Even quarterly is good, you know?
But she gives that to us more
She does,
frequently.
okay.
Yeah.
she usually gives it to us every month.
So whenever she
Yeah,
gives it.
and then we'll just add it to the minutes and then it's
So I
there.
need a motion. We got a lot of
Make a
discussion.
motion.
So for what?
That we ask that we have or we post the reserves when we are given it by the town treasurer in our minutes,
Okay?
whenever that comes up, and we anticipate.
Which is usually once a
Which is usually once a month.
Second. Oh.
Motion made and seconded. Is there any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
where is it, Lisa?
It's a sub-menu.
Select board, look at the sub-menu,
Oh, it's
there's
under
one that
select
says
board.
reserve fund
Okay.
balances.
All right.
When you look at your computer, Julie, it'll actually be in a little block off to the left. But the phone, it's.
You got bills, you said? You want to bring them up? We'll,
Yeah, you ready to pay them?
I have one more thing for
Yes.
Lisa. So I actually reached out to Lisa last night, because you can still come up, I mean, about the reappraisal and getting to log on. If somebody comes to you, the little tag that they're handing out does not lead you to the correct spot to go to your appraisal, just so you know.
It doesn't take you to the listers link?
No.
It does not.
Now it
Now I know.
Now it does, and Lisa has fixed it.
Oh, because I used it with other people that brought their tag in that couldn't figure it out, and probably because I knew where it was and where to go.
Exactly.
what's the system?
So we hand it out, the person who gets the red file back, it means they've all gone around.
Okay, so I'm starting with the red folder. So now it should, I believe, go to the correct link.
Okay, okay.
There's a log page, it says reappraisal.
I just thought that was important if somebody else
Yeah.
came to you, that it was very difficult to
Okay.
find if you didn't know what you were doing. And I clearly didn't know what I was
So
doing.
you can get onto it now?
Now, Lisa has made it so that, or between the two of us, she did the work, I just made the complaint.
I didn't know that it was an issue.
Yes, she didn't know it was an issue until I sent her the tag saying, I don't understand how to get to this, so now it is.
So
right now.
it's,
Holding this,
So thanks.
I don't know, Debbie put everything together, so if she
so
doesn't know
that's
about it.
getting held then, okay.
Usually it's something like if we don't have,
documentation.
yeah, exactly. If we just
That's
don't
the
have.
plow guy.
Can I ask a question about minutes, the annual meeting? When did those minutes get approved?
Last night, no, the minutes from last night, or from yesterday? So they have not been approved. All we did, Teresa, Al and I did the election,
So when did they get approved?
when I get them from Caroline and the Board of Civil Authority, one person from the Board of Civil Authority and myself usually proofread them.
So it's not an open meeting usually?
No.
Like this, okay. I couldn't remember. I knew it wasn't done yesterday for last year, so that's why I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
And I usually have Scott sign them too, just as moderator, to make sure we've got 3 eyes on the set and.
I was gonna have everyone on the list
That's fine.
sign it. I have places for everyone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't done that before, but we can do that.
I think the last time you had almost everyone sign.
No, it was, I think last year it was just Stuart, myself, and Scott in the book, when you look in the, when you look in the book. I'm not even there yet, Stuart, I'm sorry. We can pass that over here though, or let me hurry up. I'd stop talking,
What is the
right?
pay order number? Has anyone seen that
Oh,
yet?
yeah, Julie has it.
Julia has it.
It is number 93358.
I'll try to be quicker.
So they charge us by the year for the alarm monitor.
Yes.
Which is not too bad.
This is one for you to approve.
We did get the lights fixed in the elevator last Friday.
That's good.
So it's not so dark in there. I know Stacy probably wouldn't have appreciated that last night when.
Was not gonna be a smart aleck about it, but
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, we've
very
had
glad
people-
that happened.
We've had people get locked in there.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Thank God it wasn't me.
Next time I'll lug it down the stairs, thanks.
I only,
I know it.
Yeah,
I know.
which is kind of a weird setup.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Go through
I
the
mean,
PD
so,
and down those stairs.
so actually, didn't we have to call the police to get out that day when we,
No, we went out the bulkhead.
well,
I think you had to call the PD to get in because the bulkhead is locked.
correct, there you go. Yeah.
well, and you weren't the only one. Marcel got stuck in
Get
there
your
too.
steps in. Beth, have you looked at this folder before yet with the homestead and stuff?
No, I had not looked at anything earlier. I didn't get here until like 4
No, I
o'clock.
meant, has it been to you
Oh.
already?
This one here for overhead door, can I just
No.
sign it here as?
We've been
It
passing
says
this
Stuart
one.
to approve. It was for
I haven't
the
gotten
fire
this one.
department and I met them there.
Once Ray
Can I
gets
just sign
back
it?
to you,
Sure.
then everybody's seen everything.
Yeah, no, I didn't know if she had seen this.
Because we had a
one. I have
problem.
question about it.
We got a truck caught.
No, I didn't have a question in there. Did you have something?
That was
Actually, going to that car fire.
That's for the
for
reason.
Christmas.
I
I just got it, Steve, that did it. No.
Okay, that was,
That was my only,
okay.
that was it.
I knew that,
And I
I just knew
told
there
him
was
that.
something.
So that's excessive,
Yeah, well, if anyone.
I thought, for being a
Well,
person
it
that
didn't
did that.
hurt, minor damage to the door, but it's usable. And we were able to put it back together that night, but it was, we did it.
Just an update on the locks at the community center. The keypad has been replaced on the side door with the push bar. All parts are now replaceable because it's a Marks lock, which is American made. Dan worked on the double front door, adjusted, cleaned it, lubed it. Those parts are not replaceable. It's still got a lazy handle to it, so he has ordered a new one for that. So as soon as that's done, then we'll be done with the locks at the community center.
Great.
In what way is the handle?
You getting,
It hangs, like you have to hold it up to lock it. So, and he tried to fix it, and it just, there was no repair to it. They sold us the cheapest that they could.
No.
I know. Same
I don't
thing with
believe that.
this building, unfortunately. Thank you for getting Bill's expense report in here.
Yep.
Appreciate that. And thank you to Bill for going and getting the election officials dinner last night, as he always does.
It's been a slimy ride.
I would think so. I offered for him to stay in town and we would get something else, but he was not having that.
He was down determined.
Yeah.
Where'd he go to get it?
Stuff had
He
anything.
went to
I
Manchester.
don't know why we're holding that one. And
Yeah.
Al
They said
didn't
Scott
know.
had to approve it, so they can,
The Alberti.
Yeah, I don't know why it's being held, that's just,
Yeah.
that's something that Deb put on it, she always puts the notes
How
on.
much
Right.
longer will we be paying Nemrick for the reappraisal?
oh,
See how they just listed?
It's
Yeah.
like 8,000 a month for a certain amount, I think it's 2 years.
well, that's because of the reappraisal.
Yeah, I was just wondering how much longer. we got
Well, I'm
approving
sure
this.
until they get done.
Because they base it on parcels, I believe, is how they
Yeah.
came up with the contract.
Yeah,
And I think they're very close, Julie, like they're,
so, were you able to get this changed from Winhall to Winhall?
That's not my bill, so I don't know.
Okay, because
Sorry, I can't
that used to bug me when the Winhall.
I wish they'd spell your name right on some of them. There's a few that your name is spelled
Really?
correctly.
oh,
Yeah,
STEWART?
that is incorrect. His mother would not be happy.
No.
Stuart, do you want everything to have the E before the Stewart in the minutes? Because I didn't know about the E until today.
My first name is actually Hilton,
Oh, okay. So that was a yes?
please. If you're going to talk about me, at least spell my name right.
Yeah, if we put it in there, SPEW, it's a different Stewart.
Was your,
Exactly.
was your father the first Elton of the family?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he
he
was
was, okay.
Elton Arthur,
Oh, okay.
and I'm Stewart,
Yep.
and then Elton is Elton Michael.
Oh, okay. I almost thought it
So
was...
there were no juniors.
Okay, I've seen this one.
Oh, yeah, who hasn't signed the?
I have not signed.
Stacy, you signed the.
I didn't sign
You
it.
didn't
I
sign
was the first one to have it, and I neglected to sign it. I apologize.
All right, has everyone has seen the minutes, the bills? Do I have a motion on the bill? The warrant, sign
Do you
warrant.
want to make a
Review bills,
motion while you're watching?
Sure, I'll make a motion to.
We call it warrants,
Okay,
so the pay order.
okay.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the pay order.
And you have the number, Caroline?
Yeah, I just don't have the total. If you want me to put the total in?
Yes, please.
Stacy can give you the total.
$49,609.82.
That's a small one.
Motion was made and seconded to pay the bills.
Who seconded it?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Boy. Okay, bills are done. Other business found proper for deliberation other than executive, are we going to have an executive session?
We're gonna, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, yep, okay, thank you. Okay, has everyone read the minutes for February 18th?
Yes.
Yes.
Does anyone want to make a motion?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from February 18th,
I'll second it.
as written.
Motion was made and seconded to approve the minutes. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Walter Rossi would have said contrary minds.
Looks like
Is there a place to sign these?
Sweeten him up a little bit, right? And thank you for signing those minutes, or the the election statement last
Yeah, I
night.
know.
We got back here, I didn't realize Al couldn't sign it because he's on there, so.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
Do we have an update, sorry, on the building, on this building? Do we have anything new? Brad?
Oh, you mean on the building?
This building.
They're tearing the rest of the siding off the back and putting insulation stuff on there.
Oh,
And I
sorry.
thought they'd be putting
Yeah, it's going
on
over there.
siding shortly,
think
but
we-
haven't got any more.
I do think we should get a second bid on the library roof.
Okay,
I'd be happy to
well,
get one.
And what about the work at the library? You haven't met with Scott, hasn't been here yet to go over that?
No, and Christie just stated they should like to see a second bid,
we can
so.
put out an RFP on it.
Yeah.
I hope we didn't.
I don't know.
Quote the price, and we did quote the price.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so we kind of did.
We got a price from
Yeah.
Reed. Yeah, but I don't think we didn't
not an
do anything.
No, we didn't accept it.
Right.
Scott was.
Right.
But
Right. I
let's,
just wanted to know where I got.
let's talk to Scott and see if he,
Can you pass this?
the problem is, we've had very few people bid on anything.
They're all set, I just need to hand them Melissa. Thank you.
That's why you might not, I don't know if I asked in an open meeting, I had asked if they were the sole source vendor for fixing stuff, because I wasn't sure. But they are not.
Right, Scott
It was
said
all,
that they were not sole source.
Because this building was supposed to have some siding up before yesterday, right?
yes.
Sorry.
Maybe you can't see it.
It's new
On the back.
see-through siding.
Sweet.
All right, so is there any other business to come, other than we're going to have a quick executive session?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, and this is for personnel.
Correct.
Do we have anything else that I missed on here? I think we got it?
I think we covered everything.
All right. Do we want Melissa to come back? We're not making any
Yeah.
decisions.
No, but we do need to speak with Lissa after we get in, we have to have. go
Okay,
into
can you
the-
hang around a few minutes?
Sure.
Hopefully this will go quickly.
Quick.
Okay.
All right, thanks, guys.
Take the bills downstairs.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al.
I did do a motion to go into executive session at
650.
6:50.
I make a motion to go into executive session
Motion's
for
made.
personnel.
second.
And seconded, all in favor, say aye. Okay, executive session.
Okay, well, it's all right.
Okay, I need a motion to come out of executive session at 7:29.
I make a motion to come out of executive session at 7:29.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor to come out of executive session at 7:29, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
We were in executive session about contractual issues with our town administrator and presented a letter of changing the contract going forward.
Okay. Do we have to vote on that?
No.
Okay. We're out of executive session and what else did you have, Teresa?
In my downtime, you should never give me, I noticed in the town report, there was no minutes from the special town meeting,
That from May?
correct?
So we don't ever put those, we don't usually put those in there, and I guess that would probably be an oversight on Alexander and I that we didn't, well, more Al, not to blame him, but he was in charge of, I was in
So
charge of the
are
special
the min-
meeting, but he was in charge of the
Are
election.
the minutes on the
They are on,
the
yep, they're
website?
on the website, they're in the vault.
I think that.
They should have been in there.
Right, because I
Yep.
know when we had special school meetings.
Yep.
We did that.
Yep, no, that was definitely
I
my,
just wanted to point it out, it was not a complaint.
no, but that's good for you to tell me that because we don't normally have those in between. I don't think in my 20 years we've had one, maybe one. So, yeah, so that would have been my fault, town clerk's office, that
Okay. I'm gonna have to-
we did not include that in there, but I will make sure if ever we have another one that I will make
I
sure we do
guess the
that.
main thing is it's on the website.
Yes, it has been within,
Covered. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, but we'll try, hopefully we won't have any more special.
Yes.
Well, we may eventually if we do some at the firehouse, I
Yeah.
don't know, then we'll have to.
Well, that's,
Yep.
I guess that's why I was bringing it up,
Yeah.
assuming we might have a special meeting for.
and don't hesitate to give me a little shove, you know, if we have one, Teresa, like, don't forget to get
She
those to
doesn't
the
hold
town
back
board.
usually.
No, not usually.
I surprised you one of these nights, Stuart.
Yeah, I guess that's.
Are you gonna be quiet the entire meeting?
I tried to.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other business come before the meeting?
Just thank you all for yesterday. I thought the meeting went really well. And thanks for the election team for coming, counting, cleaning up, helping put everything away. That was a really nice treat because Al and I used to do all that on our own and I'm getting too old to lift that stuff.
Well, it worked out good. The highway department helped set it up.
Yep, and cleaned up.
Were they there to
Yep.
break it down too?
Yep, so
Majority of it.
yeah, so I'm actually, just so you all know, I'm paying them out of my election line item, so you will see that, Lisa, on their timesheet. I didn't want to take money away from Trevor when they were actually working under elections, but it was a great help.
No, it's something that needs to be done for the
Yeah.
town, and they weren't having to plow much at that point, so it worked out good. It just, because I'm still bummed out, so anyways. All right.
Thank you
And
all.
I'll put the rate right on the election sheet when you get it, so you know.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I'd like to entertain a motion. You got anything
I'll
else?
make a,
You got anything else?
I make
got anything
a
else?
motion that we go home. That we
Excellent.
Let's
close.
adjourn first.
Let's adjourn. Let's make a motion that we adjourn.
We have a motion to,
Wait, you're gonna talk to Andrea about the meeting, so we're covered.
I
So I'm
will
good.
talk
She's not
Yeah,
home, she's
yeah,
away.
yeah, so that was,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
She should be back.
I'll reach out to her because
Seconded.
I did,
Tomorrow.
Seconded.
Seconded by, okay, I'll second.
I
All in
think that,
favor?
Because according to the calendar, it's a double booked.
well, yeah, but I don't think it's going to work for us to meet down there because we
No,
need
you gotta
that
have it, no, because
TV.
he's gonna have drawings to look at.
So it would, but I think we can work it out. So the motion was made and seconded to close. All in favor, say aye. Aye. There you go.
So if you do need to switch, Stuart, you reach out to